Good day everyone, welcome to this presentation on toxic fog, the perfect storm. As a doctor of osteopathy and researcher at the LEXX Research Medical Group, I've dedicated my work to uncovering the hidden threats in our environment and their impacts on human health. Today, we'll explore a disturbing pattern emerging from recent microscopy observations, a convergence of environmental factors and biological intruders that create a perfect storm within our bodies. This isn't just about pollution, it's about how ionized particles, electromagnetic influences, and unidentified organisms are interacting in ways that could explain widespread symptoms like fatigue, cognitive issues, and systemic breakdowns. By the end, I hope to shed light on potential solutions and spark collaborative discussions for further research. Before we dive deeper, let's address the disclaimer. The images and information you'll see today represent our team's interpretations, drawn from independent analysis and careful comparisons with established published research. This presentation is strictly for educational and collaborative research purposes. We're not offering medical advice or diagnoses here. At LEXX Research Medical Group, our goal is to foster open inquiry into these phenomena, encouraging scientists, clinicians, and the public to engage with the data critically. Remember, science thrives on verification and debate, so I invite you to review the sources we'll reference and contribute your own insights as we proceed. Let's begin with an introduction to our findings at the LEXX Research Center. Through recent light microscopy observations, we've identified a recurring pattern in blood samples. The presence of multiple uninvited guests, a term derived from the Greek parasitos, meaning one who eats at another's table without invitation. These diverse forms often appear intertwined in the same field of view, including protozoan-like structures, filamentous fibers, motile bacterial forms, and an unidentified fungal-like species that's increasingly highlighted with Congo red staining. This isn't isolated, it's a systemic invasion that suggests our bodies are hosting a complex ecosystem of parasites and microbes, potentially triggered by external factors. Understanding this pattern is crucial because it sets the stage for the health disruptions we're seeing more frequently in patients worldwide. Moving on to red blood cell alterations, we're observing significant changes that could be at the core of many symptoms. These include aggregation and stacking of cells, distorted cell membranes, and a reduced oxygen-carrying potential, all of which impair the blood's ability to function efficiently. Such alterations may directly contribute to the fatigue, brain fog, and muscle weakness commonly reported by patients caught in what we call the perfect storm. Imagine your red blood cells, normally smooth and separate, clumping together like coins in a stack. This not only hinders circulation but also starves tissues of vital oxygen, exacerbating a cycle of decline. Our microscopy reveals these changes vividly, linking them to broader environmental and parasitic influences that we'll explore further. Ionization acts as a powerful catalyst for this storm, transforming neutral matter into charged particles known as plasma. As researchers like Elena Freeland have described, a magnetized atmosphere infused with metallic particles can serve as a vast conductor, rapidly carrying electromagnetic pulses through the ether. When these pulses encounter a body already laden with heavy metals, they can accelerate the activity of unidentified organisms, or parasites, in real time, turning dormant threats into active ones. This process isn't abstract, it's a tangible shift that amplifies toxicity, potentially explaining sudden onsets of symptoms in otherwise healthy individuals. By understanding ionization's role, we can better grasp how environmental changes are fueling biological chaos within us. This brings us to the progression from activation to collapse, where ionization triggers a cascade of events. It sets the stage for accelerated energy conduction, leading to pathogens becoming active, massive toxin release, blood thickening, neurological disruption, and muscular and structural breakdown. Once initiated, these degenerative cascades advance swiftly, inflicting damage across multiple body systems, like a domino effect that starts small but leads to widespread failure. For instance, activated pathogens release toxins that thicken the blood, impairing flow and causing neurological issues such as confusion or tremors, while muscles weaken under the strain. Our observations highlight how quickly this can escalate, emphasizing the urgency of intervening early in this toxic sequence. To target the storm effectively, we must address the resilience of these uninvited organisms, parasites that often resist standard antimicrobials. Borax has recently drawn attention, with researchers investigating its mechanisms to potentially overcome this resistance, offering a new avenue for disruption. Additionally, targeted plasma extraction removes plasma-containing pathogen fragments, toxins, and plastic polymers, while mineral restoration corrects conductive imbalances caused by heavy metals. This multifaceted approach isn't just reactive, it's about restoring equilibrium to prevent further activation. By combining these strategies, we can potentially halt the storm's progression, providing hope for those affected and guiding future therapeutic developments. In conclusion, the rising ionized matter in our atmosphere, combined with electromagnetic pulses, whether from natural phenomena or human technologies, forms the heart of what we're calling toxic fog. We're now witnessing an exponential emergence of unidentified organisms, or parasites, observed under the microscope and activated by these pulses, creating a convergence that threatens to trigger a degenerative cascade in human health. The true perfect storm. This isn't speculation, our research at LEXX points to real, observable changes that demand attention. As we wrap up, I urge continued collaboration to refine these insights and develop protective measures. Thank you for your time, and I'm open to questions.